Welcome to the joy of functional game dev, from your heart to the screen, with your host, Ernest Pizzera.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you, and welcome to episode 18 of the Joy of Functional Game Dev. GitHub release is v0.17. End of episode 17, start of episode 18. If you're following along, you can grab the source code and just pick right up with us. And now let's head over to Cello, where we've already done, we're not done, but at this point we know how to do this. So our next little bit is going to be trophies and kind of refining our API to do this, because at the moment it is not. We still have we're still kind of early on, and it's kind of hard coded where we say, hey, set the user to what's getting passed in. Eventually we're going to want to be able to input what the user and the token is, but for now this will do. So without further ado, one of the things that's going to become very, very obvious very quickly is the only difference between this and any other request is what the base URL is. Once we have a base URL, we're going to have this request is going to be successful or not. So it returns success or failure. On the trophies, I want to add a cheese, and it's going to return success or failure. So what I want to do here is I want to let private I guess it's just make request, and there is the URL. We'll call it base URL. All your base URLs belong to us. So what I want to do here, here's result. So you don't even need result, we just read to end. And we then have we want to do let result equal that, and I want to return result. And then really all of this stuff, send it in to make request. And we're going to have a breakpoint here because I want to look at what it looks like when we make this request. So, alright, result says there's a /r/n on that. So, text visualizer, I do have, so there's a slash, so success equals true /r/n. Okay. And we'll stop you. So let private success response equals success equals /r/n. So I want to do, I'm going to put one more mutable. Let mutable private gg user authenticated is false. And I promise we will clean all of this up, because because the side effect equals result equals See, that's tuck that in is the success response. Success response and JG user authenticated is what I want to return. So I'm authenticating user, and if it is a success response, then my user will be authenticated. And I also have a let is user authenticated, and that's going to return JG user authenticated. And cool. Let's make the magic happen again. Alright, so success response is that, result is that, and so then that's true. And super swell. So authenticate user happened, and now we're here. Alright. But so now we're storing some state, and yay side effects, but it needs to store it, right? Yes, I should be more hidey with it, but that's let's get something done first, and then let's trophies. So the game ID, the user ID, and so on, the trophy ID, and I get success or failure. So let's make a trophy. We're going to make one. I'm going to add a bronze trophy. Highly recommended. No, played. So I got 25 points. You got 25 points. Not really. No. Let's see. 8 heart. You ate a heart. These are not great. So no. Hey everybody, why don't you? your localization isn't working. So save trophy. Okay, so the trophy ID 49005. So then 49005. No, I don't want to remove the trophy. Stop it. Save trophy. 49005. I want to make sure that achieve trophy. What do I call it? It's called add achieved. We will use the same terminology. We'll say add achieved trophy ID equals, and we're going to do if is user authenticated, then else. Well, we just pretty much ignore. We say either add the achieved or you don't. The user's authenticated or he's not. And then in the end, we're going to have some sort of S printf. That's going to be a make request. going to ignore it. Okay, let's build and achieved. Game ID, username, user token. We just also have a trophy ID. So it's really not all that different than this. Token and trophy ID has an underscore. Sure does. And trophy ID equals. It's also a percent I. And trophy ID. So then, but only if the user is authenticated. So if the user is authenticated, then we're going to add the achieved trophy. And my goodness, could it possibly work? I don't know. Maybe. Let's plug it into the. Let's plug it in here. GameJolt API. Add achieved 49005. Well, that would be quite a thing. Well, let's find out, shall we? Well, we'll do this. We'll do this just twice, because once for authenticating the user and once for achieving the trophy. So let's go. Oop, and see. This is in the wrong spot, but that's okay. So I'm really authenticating the user every single time. That's not right. It's true. Keep going. So now hashme is base URL is all that. Oh, got that. So we're okay there. We're going to go with for authenticator user let result equal that. And this is a much better way to do it. So now if everything works, review. The game page. Do I have? I've got a trophy. Right. I haven't achieved any. What are you talking about? What do you mean I haven't achieved it? I just said I achieved it. But I should have. What are my trophies? Trophies 1. Did I do it wrong? So I'm getting a success though, so that's a weird thing. But alright, let's look a little closer. Oh, I'm authing again. What in the world? No, I don't want to auth. Now I see the problem. Alright, so up to here. Data achieved. Alright, that's better. So now, well, it means you can throw extra stuff on there and still authenticate. I guess that's all right. So let's do it. Okay, we know that one's successful. Base URL is the add. Let's make the signature, final URL. Get response is what? Here to end. I don't even know. I'm going to ignore it. Huh. Alright. Let's look. F5. I have achieved 1 trophy. Yay. Alright. That's super cool. And well, good. Okay. Well, that means that that's working. Wow. Well, why not? Why don't we we put in a high score thing? Well, this is going way too well. Something's going wrong. Well, what we're going to do is, okay, we've at least got the stub in here. So that's good. We need to put on the polish list trophies and logging into GameJolt. Other than that, that's a squeeze. Both squeeze. We need to put the things on there. So next up, high scores, and this one. If we're authenticated, let's go. Let's do it. Trophies. Scores. Add the scores. So the game ID. Add a score for user or guest. I don't want to score it for guests. I want to always have it for the primary high score table. Alright, so look in here. There's the ID of the high score table you want to submit to. If left blank, it will be submitted to the primary high score table. I'm going to leave it blank. I've got extra data. I don't currently have any. This is a numerical sorting value associated with it. Okay. Okay. So there is a label that is the score. There is a sort that is the score. So we need game ID, score, sort, username, user token. All right. Let add score. Score equals going to be, okay, so we want to add the score here. Got game ID. We got score and sort. Sort and score. So, when do I want to do that? I want to do that when the game is over. So, we're going to take off that achievement. We're still going to authenticate the user, but somewhere along here, new board state, time remaining set, then new board state, game over state, and as well as GameJolt API. Oh, spelled it. behind right now. Okay, gamejolt API dot add a score. So I need new board state. I got a score in here, right? Score. Add the score. Let's see, some sort of something to humanity here. Alright. Sort of call to humanity that tells something to say, yes, we're actually doing functional programming, because this so isn't. This makes 2 whole episodes where functional programming has been thrown out the window just to interface with an API. So, alright, it takes a score, adds a score. Alright, so well, I know. Okay, so we will authenticate. So we know that. We know you do. Okay, so F2. Ding, ding. Just not even. I'm not going to do a bunch of. Maybe I'll do these. I'm not going to do the freezes. It just makes the game take forever. Ooh. Will it work? Will it store up there? It does. That's fantastic. We can call it an evening. If not, and of course, one of the things we're not doing is we're not taking into account. This is the pure spots. Bunk, bunk, bunk. And F5 did it work? Okay. So the score is 21. Did review. Are there some score tables? Did I? Well, let's manage the game. Stats, do I have? Where's the game API stuff? I got trophies, scores. Alright, user scores. What? Can I look at them, or do I have to fetch them? And that's the thing. I think I do have to fetch them and show them on the screen. But we've got. It's one of those things I like. List high scores. Oh my goodness! I can add a high score. I can do that. That's very cool. I think we're going to need GameJolt API robustness, which means we're going to do something like point it to. Okay, for example, let's see what we can do about it. Just briefly, because here we're making a request. So authenticate the user game GameJolt, and that's going to get a. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so it's going to do these things, and it's going to say response. Boom, web exception. And then what happens? And then we have ingloriously died. Alright. So what happens? So good old F-sharp try. How do we do that? The try with. Try expression with a what in the world? Alright. Division by 0. Okay. So what does this wind up doing? Okay. So here's our try sum, and then there's a with whatever. Alright. Let's run it again and see which one we got. We got that, and we have a web exception. So where's a web exception? So we're going to try this. With web exception. System.net.web exception. Gotta look these things up. And that's oh, this is just a match. So this is really a match. So let divide equal try. Ah, okay. Got it. Let response. I don't really want, I want. Got it. Okay. So here's the thing. If it's a web exception, is that right? Alright. Well, that would be incredibly too. That's also too simple. So, go, 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 go. And blam, blam, blam. Really? Result. My goodness. Why in the world did I ever learn C#? This is just so. Look at that. Look at the beauty of that. My goodness. Do this stuff, and if okay, that's a weird operator. But you know, I've gotten to the point where weird operators don't really bother me anymore. This one's kind of it obviously related to some sort of conditional casty type thing, because of the one with the greater than after it is a conditional cast. But, oh, yeah. Is this guy a web exception? Then do that. Otherwise, yeah, my goodness. See, and really what I can say here then is let private failure response equals success colon slash n false. What I really want to do here is I want to return a failure. So if I get a web exception, I've got a failure response. Oh, my goodness. That is just a... Well, I like it. I'm going to ship it. So then even right in here. Yeah, just... If it's that kind of exception, whatever. Dude. But, of course, I don't. And then, of course, there naturally needs to be more to this. But that's okay. Make sure that we still got the thing going here. And this time we'll just go super slow like. Play the game one more time. And then we should have 2 scores. Or will it just be 1? If I get the same score. So that's in the GameJolt API. If I'm listening to what I'm sending as HTTP requests, I can always redo the same one over and over again. If I'm like using Fiddler or whatever, I can be capturing the stuff I'm sending out. And the idea is like, okay, well, yep, you know how to send that very thing to the GameDev API, but oop, what did I do here? Oh, is my game over? Oh, I ran out of time. Okay. Sure did. Forgot I still had the breakpoint. Alright, but so, then I go over here, and I went to GameJolt. Scores. I have 2 of them. Tell me I got 2. I got 2 user scores. I got 1. Alright. Well, that was cool. And all too easy. That's some, for some of the failing I've done earlier on in this project. It seems too nice that I should get such ease. But hey, maybe I'll run into something really hard tomorrow. In any case, thanks for being on this journey with me. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And we will see you next time.